Hello everyone, my name is Brian Jimenez and today I will present to you guys my reading strategy presentation on text reconstruction. So what is text reconstruction? Basically, text reconstruction, simple enough, is the ability to retell, summarize, or build a text in proper sequence. So with this strategy, a teacher will simply grab a book such as this one right here that I have, Volcanoes, and they will basically find an excerpt such as this one, any simple paragraph, and they will cut up the paragraph by sentences. And the job of a student is basically to be able to reconstruct that paragraph on its own with the sentences scrambled up, so as to test if they are able to comprehend what the paragraph is rather than just coding every single sentence one by one. And basically, comprehension and reconstruction go hand in hand, since, as I mentioned, reconstructing a text will show the comprehension of it. So how to use text reconstruction? Basically this definition is gotten from the book. It basically says cut an excerpt from the text into paragraphs or sentences, as I explained with the earlier book. Students must put the sentences or paragraphs in the right order and explain why they have chosen that order. This is a good context for focusing on text coercion and drawing attention to reference words and conjunctions. To make this activity more challenging, you can mix up or cut two texts, cut up text. So an example of a lesson, as I mentioned, could be done with this book, Volcanoes. The content is going to be with ELD, and the objective is students will be able to reconstruct an excerpt from the book Volcanoes from cut up sentences slash pieces of the text to assess their comprehension of the book itself. Students will be grouped in 3 to 4 to collaborate in their native language to make meaning out of the pieces of text to work to piece the entire excerpt together. So in other words, basically, this book should have already been written or read aloud to the students at one time. And now their job is, since they have already been introduced to the text, is to be able to receive a random paragraph as the one that I previously showed, and be able to work together to group that paragraph into one whole narrative of itself to make sense or get a main idea out of that paragraph. So to show that the students genuinely know what this text is talking about, um, regardless of how the sentences or words are phrased up, because they'll be able to get the true meaning out of it, just like the author had put it in the paragraph. So text reconstruction is a strategy that builds listening comprehension and develops students' ability to use complex sentences structures in their own writing. Working with a partner to negotiate the meaning and structure of the text also builds up their speaking skills. So this is basically practice to be able to reword or rephrase any meaning so as to get the true message across. So if, for example, if it says one sentence right here, gas boiled up out of an open volcano for 9 hours. A student doesn't necessarily have to be able to say those words word by word. They could they could say it such as gases boil up out of the volcano for a very long time. And that's still basically understanding the meaning of the text as the author would put it. And with text reconstruction, it basically helps foster those writing skills. So when it's time for them to write, like let's say a summary about a book or something, they don't have to copy word by word of what the book is saying. They could use their own words in that new language to be able to still explain what that book is about. And being able to work with a different partner, if they're working with whether they're working with their partner in a native language or or with the English language, they're still being able to work with their communication skills to be able to negotiate with someone else towards a common goal. But if we have them practice in English, it basically also enhances the ability to practice in English and being able to stretch out their English knowledge so as to be able to force themselves to be able to speak new words or conversate in new ways in English. And this is the reference that I use for this presentation, which concludes it. Have a good one.